So we are in Madison, Wisconsin today. We just bought a new house and the place is pretty sick. But the biggest part about this property, it was almost free. Now stay tuned, I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by almost free because it's a little complicated, it's a little overwhelming, but let's take you on in. We'll give you the tour of the place. But we are technically in Verona area. Let me just shut the door behind Katie. And this is a super nice house. Really nice established neighborhood. We'll show you guys that in a little bit, but 3-bed, 2-bath ranch, completely open concept, and the house is damn near move-in ready. Like if I was looking for a place, especially in the Madison area where price points are extremely expensive, this might be a perfect fit. So what's going on here? They had custom built this house, the previous owners did. They custom built it, they put in the I think this is like engineered, or this might be plank. It feels like a little bit of a vinyl product, but plank floors, Corian countertops, it's like a stone substrate of some sort, all stainless appliances, tile backsplash. Pretty nice design choices, very neutral, very moderate color schemes until we get to the basement. That's a little crazy. But overall, not a bad looking property. And the biggest part about this deal, why we decided to buy it, our total all-in cost was $442,000. But how we structure that is really the interesting part. But the structure of this deal. So initially upon reach out, this was a Google PPC lead. I didn't think it was gonna result in anything, but that's why it's so important to call all your leads that come into the system, because you just never know what the motivation is. I had reached out and I was actually talking with the seller's realtor. And I had told them, hey, if we're gonna buy this cash, we're gonna probably have to be below 400,000. That was a total no-go. But then I said, well, if we structure things a little bit differently, are the sellers willing to work with us? Now, what I specifically said is, are they willing to finance amount? He had brought up an assumable mortgage of about $245,000. And I'm like, well, hey, I said, if there's an assumable mortgage, we're not gonna bring the other roughly $200,000 to close cash out of pocket, because it still didn't make sense. But I said, what if we took over the first mortgage and then we structured a second mortgage for a seller finance amount of roughly $197,000. He's like, well, let me take that back to the seller and see what we can do there. I'll show you guys this really quick. You're not breaking in this house. There's locks on literally everything. There's a security system, so don't even try it. But we're in a nice neighborhood. Houses all around us. You don't have a whole lot of privacy, which might be the biggest downfall, but again, nice new neighborhood, extremely established. But with the second seller financed mortgage, we basically were able to 100% finance this deal. So $245,000 first, we took over subject to. We have $197,000 second mortgage that we're paying $985 on per month, interest only, in a 6-month due date. So that equates to $442,000. We did have to come out of pocket for the realtor's commission. So this wasn't technically a 0% down deal. But for $14,000, we now control a $442,000 property. And ideally, we're going to end up relisting this place for $525,000 and hopefully selling it pretty quick. And the best part is, and you guys will see this in a moment, we're not gonna have to touch a thing. We're gonna deep clean this place. But like I had mentioned, the sellers really cared for the property over the years. They were here, I think, since 2005 is when they built the place. We have a nice master bedroom. We got a little bit of what some might call a little bit of dust. I don't know if that's the type of dust that you stick up your nose or not. I would hope not, but you never know. Like, we're down in Madison, we're not in Milwaukee, so it is what it is there. But really nice walk-in closet. But it's actually really big. And I don't know, I think this was built by Viridian Homes back in the day. The owner said there was no issues with the build. They were actually a pretty decent builder, and I think they're actually one of the larger builders in the Madison area. And then a nice master bath. So if someone wants to come in, tear this out, I honestly like this color of cabinetry. The master shower is kind of hokey. It needs to just be deep clean. There's some water staining on there. Looks like soap stains more than anything, so we'll hire a deep cleaner for this place. But then kind of giving you a tour of the rest of the place. So we're in like the master suite wing of the house, and then we have to walk all the way around. And my dad's downstairs right now. He couldn't find the other bedrooms. He was like, hey, I think there's only one bedroom in this upstairs. I'm like, no, you just need to look a little bit harder. So we have another bedroom right here. Again, they literally hung nothing on the walls. There's not a single nail hole. There's not a screw. Like very, very modest living. They didn't hang up a whole lot of stuff, which makes it easier on our side because we're not gonna have to repaint. We're just gonna have to like scrub some of the stuff off the walls. Like there's a little bit of a mark here, but a deep cleaner would do that. We have another bathroom right here. And then we finally have the third bedroom right here. So it's not an overly like massive house, but for being a ranch house with a walkout basement, which you'll see here in just a minute, this is a really nice place. Like a family could buy this, literally move in tomorrow without any issues. And with us acquiring it at whatever percentage of market value, we have enough room or margin to offer like a flooring credit. For some of the carpeting, it probably needs new carpet. We're just not gonna deal with that on our side. And then the basement, they were obviously Badger fans, which you guys will see here in just a minute, because it's bright red. Like this is Bucky the Badger, red down here, and you have these lovely carpet squares everywhere. So obviously he's busy playing pool right now. He's testing out the pool table. And then we got a half bath here. So 3-bed, 2.5 bath house. This is very basic. This is like what I would imagine builder grade quality is typically like. And I don't know if the previous owner just did this themselves or what have you. But then we have this bright red wall paint. And oh, this is awful. They obviously didn't do too good of a job painting. This is a single coat right here. Maybe he did double coat up here. There was probably a couch here. And then he just said, fuck it. Like I'm not gonna paint the rest of this because it's gonna get covered up anyways. When I initially walked through, there was a massive TV on the wall, 2 Lazy Boy recliners. He was absolutely loving life at that point. And then we have this gorgeous mahogany pool table. If you guys want it, 100% free. You just have to get it out of here in the next 2 weeks. So drop a comment down below. If you're in Wisconsin, you want a nice pool table, hit me up, Carter@flipfoxvalley.com, because the thing's heavy as hell. It's all slate. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Or it's gonna get sold with the house, which is pretty typical. But this is just all finished square footage. You got the daylight windows. And then finally, the utility room. You guys really don't need to see this. There's nothing special down here. It's just a very, very basic ranch style home, which is nice for us because on the resale side, extremely easy to sell, especially in a neighborhood full of 2-story homes. Someone wants to move in here, maybe it's an older couple, and they want everything on the first floor. They want first floor laundry, first floor access to bedrooms, so on and so forth. It's easy for them to pick up, move in. They can make some custom changes. They can get rid of this god-awful carpet square that fortunately for us was never even glued down. So to remove this would take about 20 minutes at the very most, but it's a simple DIY project that we are gonna leave for the next owner to do. So if I hit a solid right now, that means we're selling the house within, we'll say a week on the market. If it's a stripe, we're gonna say give or take 1 to 2 months. So solid, I hit in nothing. Nothing, so I guess you guys are just gonna have to wait and see for an update on this side of things. I have no idea. That was luck of the draw on that, but we'll show you guys the rest of the place, or the outside at least. So when you come across opportunities like the one that I just walked you through, you always need to give the owner an opportunity to explain what's going on, find the motivation, find the pain points, see if there's a deal to be had. Just because they want a little bit higher price point doesn't mean that you can't creatively structure things, and that's what I would highly encourage you to do. And you can see here, the neighborhood's absolutely gorgeous. Brand new houses surrounding us. We're hoping for a quick resale. Obviously, we don't know. We didn't do that good on the pool break, but we will see. And if you guys enjoyed the content, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.